Original sound for Kathy.
Kathy, can you turn your original sound on, please?
It is.
We're not hearing her keyboard.
Oh. Here now? Let's see.
Kathy B, you are muted right now.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh,
Yeah, but
right.
your piano's not working, Kathy B. You sure it says original sound is on?
Is it working now?
No.
Oh,
Do you
well,
see original sound on that top right?
it was. Then it went off. Now it's on again.
Okay, you're good now. All right, here we go,
Good
everybody.
now?
Yep, here we go.
Woo-wee! And a happy, wonderful Thursday to everyone here at the Daily Antidote of Song. I'm Kathy Bullock coming to you from Berea, Kentucky. Just today, just right now, and I get to host this fabulous guest who I've known for many years, and so y'all are in for a wonderful treat. This is day 1990. Let me say that again. Day 1990 of the Daily Antidote of Song. Whoa! Give it up, give it up, give it up. Woo, 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 woo. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome all of our Facebook and YouTube friends who are joining us. If it's this your first time, don't let it be your last, because we've been rocking the magic every day. We have a special guest on, Flawn Williams, and we'll talk about him in just a minute. Hold on to your seats. In the meantime, I get to greet each one of you on this fabulous Thursday and just say thank you for joining us and being with us. First of all, we have Clelio, who's our mighty tech person coming to us from New Jersey. Clelio. And we have the great JoJo. I always have to stop Jo Rashi and do this because she is our fearless leader, the one, the visionary for all of this, and she's somewhere in DC working on our wonderful internet. That's been like, but it's not gonna stop us. Hi Neil from Boston, Nan from Michigan. Mabel and your bears from Massachusetts. Hi, Jen. Good to see you. And Jane in Texas. Dally in Sydney in San Francisco. Linda, hey. And Diane in Victoria, British Columbia. Katrina and friends in Vermont. Susan in Cincinnati, up the road from me. Busy, hey, Busy, from Carpe Diem. She is one of the great movers and shakers from Carpe Diem, who is sponsoring this whole Daily Antidote of Song and helping make it even possible. Yes, Storm from Massachusetts. Hey, and Bonnie from Idaho. Sue in Seattle. Gary from Massachusetts. Gary. Sheila in Ginsburg. Welcome, Daphne. Athena, also on staff at the Daily Antidote of Song. Ruth and Clive in Birmingham, UK. Hey, Annette in California. Kathleen in Albuquerque. Let's see my new, I just switched screens. Audrey. Hey, Kathy in California. Linda in Concord, Massachusetts. Hoda in British Columbia. Laris in the UK. Aloysius in Massachusetts. Jenny in Suffolk, UK. Louise in Sidmouth, UK. Sandy from Albany, New York. Cricket in Maryland. Carly Tops in Vermont. Hi, Tony, coming from San Jose, California. We see Nancy's cow, representing her from Washington, Debbie from Tucson, Marion from Brighton in the UK, Bobbin is buried in Massachusetts, and Don Peabody, I thought I saw him. Oh yeah, there he is. He joined us from Vermont. Karen from Oregon. I think that's everybody that we see so far. Woo! Join me in taking a deep breath in and breathe out. Why? Like I say, because we can, y'all. Because we can. We have this opportunity yet again, one day, to try it one more day. There are those of us who did not wake up this morning, but we did. So with that in mind, just the Thanksgiving for just being here in this space right now. I want to join me in welcoming again the great Flawn Williams. Now he's a singer, song leader, probably composer. I know he was with NPR for many years, and a researcher, scholar, and he's done phenomenal things, y'all. This is one of the movers and shakers. Flawn, welcome again to the Daily Antidote of Sown.
Delighted to be here with you, and always happy to have Kathy along as well. We've shared some wonderful times over the years.
We have particularly at Augusta Heritage Center, where you run the traditional folk music. That's not what it's called, but it's traditional song week. But anyway, what you got for us today, sir?
Well, I've got a couple of songs that kind of speak to taking action and speaking truth. Both of them have their origins back in the 19th century, and we'll go into that in greater detail after we sing it. But I'm hoping that you've got the lyrics available to you in the chat now. The first song I'm going to do is called Only Remembered. This is it's got 3 verses and chorus after each verse. In the song, the choruses are all the same for the first 2 lines, but then they repeat the last 2 lines of the verse that preceded it. So with that said, I'm going to sing just 1 verse and chorus just to let you know what it sounds like, and then we'll start back from the first verse and go all the way through. This is called Only Remembered. Fading away like the stars in the morning, losing their light in the glorious sun. Thus would we pass from the earth and its toiling, only remembered for what we have done. Here's the chorus. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what we have done. Thus would we pass from the earth and its toiling, only remembered for what we have done. So that's your brief introduction. I'm going to start from the top again. Fading away like the stars in the morning, losing their light in the glorious sun. Thus would we pass from the earth and its toiling, only remembered for what we have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what we have done. Thus would we pass from the earth and its toiling, only remembered for what we have done. Only the truth that in life we have spoken, only the seed that in life we have sown, these shall pass onwards when we are forgotten, only remembered for what we have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what we have done. These shall pass onwards when we are forgotten, only remembered for what we have done. Who'll sing the anthem and who'll tell the story? Will the line hold? Will it scatter and run? Shall we at last be united in glory? Only remembered for what we have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what we have done. Shall we at last be united in glory? Only remembered for what we have done. That's it. Only remembered. And you can unmute, Kathy. There you go.
Yes, I didn't have permission to unmute to just now. That was beautiful.
Okay.
Only remembered for what we have done. The tune sounds very similar to a hymn that I've heard before.
Well, it is a hymn. That's what it started. It started out as a poem. It became a hymn, and then it got pulled into folk music and activist protest music and a lot along the way. It started in 1860. It was a poem written by a pastor in Edinburgh, Scotland, named Horatius Bonar. And then 3 decades after that, an American religious singer and tunesmith named Ira Sankey, whom, Kathy, you may recognize that name. He also brought us How Can I Keep From Singing, I believe.
Yes, yeah,
a bunch of other things. But anyway, 3 decades after the poem, in 1891, he adapted some of the stanzas of the poem and added the chorus structure to make the song that I just sang, which is Only Remembered. By the 1970s, this hymn had also become a popular song. In 1974, notably, Sandy and Caroline Payton, the folks who were the principals behind Folk Legacy Records, as well as being song collectors and performers, they sang this song at the Fox Hollow Folk Festival just a day or two after President Nixon resigned. So that was one marker that the song was being used by movement people back in those days, about 50 years ago. And then it gained new notoriety in the 1990s and forward from there. An Englishman who writes songs for plays in Britain pulled it in to use in a play, and then later on also featured it in a more famous play that he was involved with called War Horse. I don't know if you ever saw that movie or saw the play or anything like that. But so it's got standing in a lot of different parts of our singing repertoire.
Wow, that's amazing, Flawn. You took us through a journey from 1860 all the way into the mid-1900s, not too long ago. And look at the power of song and that message that continues to ring so true right now.
I've got one other song, and that's going to take you even farther back.
Let's go. We're on a roll.
But less obscure origins.
Okay.
The next one started out as a 9-stanza poem in 1838 by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. There's a name we all had to learn in school, right? He called this a psalm of life, and it was first published in 1838. And then a minister named Charles Beecher published a melody to set some of that poetry to. That was in 1855. But somewhere along the way, someone else took 3 stanzas out of Longfellow's original poem and repurposed another stanza to serve as a chorus and set it to a different tune. And I first heard this version in the 1980s when I got to hang out with a wonderful traditional musician from Paoli, Indiana, named Lotus Dickey. His full name was Quentin Lotus Dickey. Lotus was a great old-time fiddler and singer, and he also wrote many wonderful songs himself with catchy tunes and clever wordplay. But Lotus said his version of Psalm of Life was something that had been passed down to him by older generations of his family. So I don't know who was the creator of this version, but it came down through Lotus. And we lost Lotus in 1989. But so here's, you should have in front of you the lyrics for Psalm of Life. We'll go ahead and I'll sing you one verse and a chorus, and then we'll go back and do the whole thing. Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul. So that's the first verse and chorus, and that the chorus in this case stays the same for all of the verses. So back to the top. Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul. Lives of great ones all remind us we can make our lives sublime, and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul. Let us then be up and doing, with a heart for any fate, still achieving, still pursuing, learn to labor and to wait. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul. Yes, life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul.
Was not spoken of the soul. Life is real. Wow! Oh my goodness! Thank you, thank you. Join me, everybody, in thanking Flawn for these beautiful, powerful songs, starting all the way from 1838.
Yeah, if you want to go back and dig up the Longfellow original, it's easily found on the web. So if you like the song, you can go back and sing all 9 stanzas of it, with one notable departure, and that is that I changed the lines of "Lives of great men all remind us" to "Lives of great ones all remind us."
Thank you, Flawn. Wow, I'm just blown away. Blown away. It's real. You know, I love hymns anyway. And to hear these and hear the journey of the songs from Wadsworth Longfellow back in 1838. We're in 2025.
You're going a little beyond reminiscing there, Kathy.
Almost 200 years, Flawn.
That's right.
And yet life is earnest and life is real.
I hope to be around to celebrate its bicentennial.
Wow, wow. Dust to art, dust returneth was not spoken of the soul. Wow. So what is the message that is resonating with you through this music and just in general, Flawn,
Well,
on these times?
that one, the real resonance is to be active. Don't
Yes.
just, in the troubled times that we're in, don't just sit back and be stymied by it. Find whatever way you can to get out, raise your voice. One of the others, we're approaching our 2000th song here on the Daily Antidote, but there was another milestone just yesterday, which is that Heather Cox Richardson started her daily essay series called Letters from an American, which a lot of us read
Yes.
and are helped by daily.
Yes.
In her first letter, she warned of rising authoritarianism, and she wrote, I'll quote from her here. So what do those of us who love American democracy do? Make noise, take up oxygen, defend what is great about this nation, its people and their willingness to innovate, work, and protect each other. Making America great has never been about hatred or destruction or the aggregation of wealth at the very top. It has always been about building good lives for everyone on the principle of self-determination. That's from Heather Cox Richardson.
Whoa! Yes, can you say the last two lines again?
Making America great
Yes.
has never been about hatred or destruction or the aggregation of wealth at the very top. It has always been about building good lives for everyone on the principle of self-determination.
For everyone. Thank you,
So if
Flawn, for
anybody
that.
out there doesn't know Heather Cox Richardson, you can find her on Substack or on Facebook and a lot of other ways out there. But she's a remarkable conduit for truth, real information about
Yes.
what's going on out there these days.
Without the fancy stuff, it's just sharing it like it is from a wonderful heart, and it's just the truth right there.
And a
That's
day
all that-
after she issues the written essay, she voices it so that if you want to hear it from her mouth,
okay.
you can catch up with that on Substack a day later.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. We will know that. And thank you for this journey you've taken us on in reminding us to do something, take action. We can. We don't, the part of the destructive story is that we are immobile, that we are inadequate, that we have no power, and that all we have to do is just keel over and roll over because we give up. That's the bombarding message that's coming to us. But what you are saying is inviting us to say, oh no, as long as we have breath, as long as breath in the body.
One of the things we've got going on in the DC area here is a group that calls themselves the Rapid Response Choir that shows up at demonstrations and protests around the Washington, D.C. area. If you want to know what's going on in your area leading up to the next No Kings rally on the 18th, I think it's the 18th of October, check indivisible.org, and they've got links to many, many gatherings that are being organized around that date.
Wow, Rapid Response Choir. See, if I was in DC, I'd be jumping up in there every day. Road trip. But look at what's happening in your neck of the woods. And there are people all over the country and the world who feel exactly like you said, Flawn, and like I'm saying, and value our hearts, our communities, and our self-determination. So thank you for reminding us of that and bringing that excitement into this space and this time right now. Now, we are near 1227. maybe we can do a little part of one of your songs again. And then I can remind everybody who's coming tomorrow and who's been here all week, because this is just so phenomenal. Whichever one you think, Flawn.
Let's see
Both of
here.
them are powerful.
Yeah, let's go back to the second one here.
Okay.
And it runs quick, doesn't take
Only
long.
remembered.
Yeah.
All
the,
right.
the second one is Psalm of Life. So we
Oh.
get those lyrics.
Okay.
Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul. Lives of great ones all remind us we can make our lives sublime, and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul. Let us then be up and doing, with a heart for any fate, still achieving, still pursuing, learn to labor and to wait. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul.
To dust returneth, was not spoken of the soul. Please join me in thanking you, Flawn. Everybody join me in thanking Flawn for this so inspiring and uplifting journey you've taken us through today. Oh, yes, life is real. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to roll, Flawn.
We got a guest room here if you want to roll in for a rapid response. So let me know.
Don't tempt me. I'll be in the area tomorrow for a wedding.
Well, then you should Google Rapid Response Choir and see what they're up to.
I might have to just do that, but oh my goodness. Thank you so much for just, blessing and inspiring our hearts today, informing us about the music. And life is real and life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Okay. With that in mind, who we got coming tomorrow? To continue on in the magic. Let's see. Do we have a screen that talks about who we have coming in? We had Iona on Monday from Scotland. We had the wonderful Flawn today from Maryland. We have Wandiz tomorrow, and Lena Fulana on Thursday. Friday with Kate Clifford, Eugene Wolf on Saturday, and Phil Hogg is back in UK on Sunday. It's gonna be a fabulous time. Whoop, whoop, is all I get to say. So let's see you all there, starting with tomorrow, 1991. Tomorrow, we'll see you then. Oh my gosh, I gotta find these tunes. Fun, you got me on another journey now. Have a fabulous Thursday, and thank you to everybody on YouTube and in Facebook who joined us for this very special day. And all those in Zoom, Neil, thank you for joining us. Jane in Texas, thank you. Sydney and thank you, Audrey in Hyattsville, Maryland. I'm trying to play this song and talk at the same time. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm gonna try. Susan from Seattle, Busy, Graham from Carpe Diem Arts, and Mabel with their bears from Massachusetts. Ooh, Bonnie from Idaho, Sue in Seattle, Laris in the UK, Sheila in Florida. Daphne, thank you. Annette, thank you. Athena, another one of our staff at Daily Antidote. Thank you, Louise from Sidmouth. Let me see, where are we? Kathleen from Albuquerque. Donnie Leanna, thank you from Vermont. Kathy from California. Debbie from Tucson. Deli from Maryland. Gary from Massachusetts. Joe, I always have to stop here. Joe, our fearless leader, Jen, thank you, Jen, for joining us. And Ruth and Clyde, hey, from Birmingham, in the UK. Diana from Victoria, British Columbia. Let's see on our next page. Let's see who we have. Linda, hey. Storm from Massachusetts. Thank you. Hoda from British Columbia. From Cricket from Maryland. Linda from Concord, Massachusetts. Tony from San Jose. Marion from Brighton, UK. Diana from Puerto Rico. Katina and friends from Vermont. Aloysius from Massachusetts. Jenny from Suffolk, UK. And Sandy from Albany. Curly Tops from Vermont. Nancy from Washington. Arlene in Berkeley, California. Liz and Elizabeth. And I think we've got everybody today. And I'm just breathing this sigh of appreciation, of feeling filled, feeling like we can go on a little while longer, like John Lewis said once when he sang, I feel like I can go on a little while longer, because he heard the music. And he said it just like that. He said, music, the civil rights movement without music was like a bird without wings. And we're talking about the power of song right here and the way Flawn has led us today. Take that with you. Take it to the bank. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you tomorrow.